It's time for the second segment of our podcast, Innovation and Product Curation. So you've curated an impressive array of SaaS, for those who don't know, software as services, products for many companies. Could you share some examples of these products and the innovative approaches you've imbibed in these for them?
Certainly, yeah. So Niharika, by now I have almost made around 22 to 23 startups, products as a service, and which I have curated, mentored, and run the businesses as well, which includes something like a credit card aggregator. I have created a product which is a payday loan and also point of sales, reward loyalty, etc. And most of these are products. I have a little upper edge when it comes to FinTech, food tech, and EdTech. So education, finance, and food. These all three are close to my heart. So created most of the products. But yeah, FinTech is what we are talking today. I'll give you an example of a product called for a payday loan. India, it's not very popular. It's getting now here. That payday loan is something wherein end of each month there is a little shortage of cash money.
Yes.
So before the salary comes. So say somewhere between 20th of each month to 30th, anybody can log into our app, a faceless application. You directly put your PAN card, Aadhaar card and the salary slip, and we will provide you a loan of 5,000, 10,000 and 15,000 rupees respectively, according to his or her CIBIL score, which is an automated product, and directly they will get it in 24 hours. And the day they get salary, could it be between 1st to 7th, directly that amount will come back to us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
cover that month and so.
Correct.
Okay.
So it's a small shortage. You don't need to get embarrassed to ask for a loan, ask for money from anyone. It's a tech tool. It's a way of finance.
That's quite innovative, because this is actually a legit issue these days. I've seen it everywhere.
And it was there before 100 years and it will be there for next 100 years, we believe.
Yeah, they're like, bro, do you have any money on you?
True,
I mean, they can come to the app now, which is less embarrassing and more convenient.
Correct. There's another application what we built for credit card aggregator, wherein there are multiple offers on each segments. Could be food, could it be everyday services, it could be travel. But who are the ones who are actually using your credit card points? Nobody uses or nobody redeems it.
Actually.
What our app used to do, it used to do the know-how. Check what personal credit card you have, you will be getting more discount.
Fascinating. You also mentioned about food tech.
Correct.
Could you tell me a bit more about that?
Sure. So for example, today's world, nobody can live without Zomato or Swiggy. So that's a food tech. But largely food tech, what we built is a B2B application for a HoReCa industry, which is hospitality, restaurant and caterers.
Oh.
So it's a little large application. We are building dark stores application. So it's in layman's language or current what Blinkit is doing. That is what we do for hospitality industry.
Wow.
And so any restaurant, anything they want, it's like a Zomato for restaurants.
Wow. And much needed too.
Yeah, so the way India is growing, food is growing, spending power on food is getting so high. Everybody, it's a very common thing by now. So that's in Ahmedabad, city like Ahmedabad, every month there are 10 new opening and 15 closing. So the ratio is, there's so much of consumption, but there is no consistency. So that is where we get into picture and help restaurant owners to get their stuff automated.
I think you're quite ahead of all of it. You've got everything thought of.
So not really, but this has always been there. Just my role is to be very honest with whatever little business acumen we have, is trying to make any unorganized sector an organized one. Could it be a timber, it could be fruit, it could be food. So I always say the new age is roti, kapda, makan or Wi-Fi. This is the new age thing and new age need for every human being. So what we are trying to do is be a catalyst between any unorganized sector to organized.
That's very well put. You seem to have a knack of coming up with ideas that seem to always work out somehow. So what's your math or strategy behind it? And also, what's your approach towards the problem solving and innovation aspects of those?
So honestly, Niharika, there is no maths in this ecosystem.
Oh, is it?
What I call or what I feel is anything disruptive idea or any problem solving tech, that is what I opt for. So there are two types of startups, and what I call is one is vitamin and second is a painkiller. So vitamin is always good. It's everybody says yellow, take this, is good for health, good for hair, but 70 to 80% people don't have it. While second is a painkiller, which is a must thing. Say you are in pain, so you will apply a Volini or Iotex by default. You won't think twice. So whatever application software through tech, what I have made or am into are largely painkillers. So that's the reason where it's a pain point of any business. So currently, I have a co-founder at Ecomission, which is a FinTech. What we do is we are solving a problem for all business owners when it comes to an accounting. So what it does, we directly take picture of any of your invoice and it directly push to our app. It will push to your respective accounting software. So there is no need of an accountant. Now ask any business owner around you. For them, a good accountant is a myth. If I ask any chartered accountant, are they having good interns? They will say no. Because at the end of the day, it's a copy paste. आपने कहीं से लिया, you take an invoice, read it, that Apple iPhone 15 Pro Max, 1,29,900, enter it. There is no brain in it. There is no awareness. There is no कुछ है नहीं, दिमाग नहीं लगाना, to be honest. It is copy paste. उसमें भी the people make mistake. So rather make that accountant a smart one. Let him or her do a more productive thing. And that's the success of Ecomission. And by now, it's only few months, 3 months by now, and we have already 250 plus users.
Wow.
And and another multiple large case studies as well. So this is what I call a painkiller.
Your approach is really unique. I mean, and you've covered each aspect of each industry, like FinTech, food tech, and even EduTech.
Right.
I wanted to know more about the EduTech aspect of it.
Sure. So EdTech, education is very close to my heart. Apple, we have always been an Apple solutions expert. So where we help any schools, could it be from higher education to K-12 to higher education, we help children to make a unique pedagogy in education. So when iPad is a toy, everybody has an iPad, but what they do? Do FaceTime, do surfing, check emails. But Niharika, actually iPad is the most powerful tool, one can make optimum use of it.
How?
So what we do, we enable content, we make digital books. We have mixed reality content. So there is a company, startup, what we call is STEM, which is science, technology, electronics, arts and maths.
Oh.
So may it be the ICSE board, may it be CBSE, may it be state board, may it be IB board. Any part of world, this five terms, science, technology, electronics, arts and maths. These are core of any human being. If you succeed in it in a better fashion, then you ought to be a successful person.
It's also the core of, I think, there's a research that took place while working in the IT industry. I came across a client who came to me for some content work for his website, and he was explaining me that he had this whole questionnaire that is designed to actually point out which intelligence of yours is strong. That he believes there are 7 types of intelligences, and based on that the students could go ahead and choose their career. It points their aptitude.
Very smart, very smart. That's the way it should be. we last week only I had a startup called Neobrain, and what they were doing, it was a wearable hairband, and purpose was everybody's attention span is going down on digitally. So
Very
if you
true.
are on any YouTube or you say on Instagram, you tend to do it faster. It's 3 seconds, 6 seconds, and the same will apply to students' mind. So there is an app, and there is this hairband, which is a wearable thing. How you play game, you will get a report on how sensitively or how focused you were during that. So it's literally the first tagline of that startup was, "What if I can read your mind? Is it scary or are you open to it?" I said, "I'm open to it."
Very accurate.
So quite accurate. So this is new age, and this is up and running. This is no prototype. These are ready-made tools available. Just what we need is to do awareness in education. And to be honest, when I say iPads or Apple of the world, that doesn't mean we only cater the top of the line schools or it. We even work with government, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, Anganwadi. So even municipality schools require, they are ready, and they have already floated expression of interest to get such products in municipality schools.
Wow, that's quite progressive.
This is progress. This is new India.
This discussion keeps getting interesting and interesting. I think the audience would want this show to never end.
Sure.